This is the plaintiff, Victoria Thornton. She says she went to the defendant, who's a dentist, and that guy butchered her mouth. He put a used crown in from someone else and made dentures that didn't fit properly. The guy's a hack who doesn't know what he's doing, and he won't return her hard-earned $2,500. That's why she's suing him today. This is the defendant, Dr. Sherwin Ben-Levy. He says he tried everything under the sun to make the plaintiff happy, but there's something wrong with her. That's why he returned $1,200 to her. She signed a release and he thought he was done with her for good as a patient. Then she started trying to make more appointments with him. He refused to see her. Now she's suing him for something that's been long ago settled. He's accused of causing a dental dilemma.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Okay, Victoria Thornton.
Yes.
You are suing Dr. Sherwin Ben-Levy and Total Dentistry Care. You are the owner and you're representing for $2,500 that you say you are due from them and that they will not pay you for new dentures, dental crown, and pain and suffering. Tell me what happened. What happened?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to tell just a short story about dentists and me. I am 76 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I've never...
you look great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I have never had a tooth pulled without being sedated due to the fact, since a child, I've always been afraid of the dentist, which I have gone to dentists before. But I met the nice gentleman, Mr. Ben-Levy, and I explained my story to him, and I felt very good with him taking care of me. We used to laugh, which I am an outgoing person, and he really was good at first with me, maybe almost to the end with me, and I felt good with him. So I met him, and he first made these.
The dentures? Okay.
These dentures
All right
here, okay?
Okay.
But they couldn't fit my mouth because they hurt with the hardness.
Right.
So I said, could you, he says, Miss Thornton, I could make you some that made, I guess this is plastic, that didn't hurt my gums, right?
Okay.
So I agree with him. He made the top and the bottom.
Okay.
Well, the bottom never fit. And he says, you need 2 root canal. Me being afraid, and really it went well when he put the root canal in.
Who did the root canal?
Dr. Ben-Levy.
You did it.
I did the root canal.
Right. Now, the teeth wasn't fitting right. No, this was before the root canal. So he sent me to a lab. He wouldn't take them back anymore. He made me go to the lab.
Okay, so, he made them the first time, they didn't fit. Did you make a second pair?
What we did for her, she wasn't happy with the bottom one. I took the denture, I sent it to lab. Lab made a new one. She wasn't happy with that one either.
Okay, so there was a second one, and you weren't happy with that one either, and then what?
So what I recommend her said that I understand that you're not happy with this. Why don't you go to the lab yourself, explain whatever you don't like about this denture to the lab, so there shouldn't be any miscommunication. And
who does that? I've never heard of anybody putting the patient in touch directly with the lab. Why would the lab even talk to her?
Your Honor, sometimes in the
Did you let the lab know she was coming?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, they'll charge me for that. It's not for free. They charge for that.
They charge you or they charge her?
No, they charge me.
Okay, so she goes, and did you go to the lab?
Yes, and
what did the lab tell you?
Okay, it was a cold night in the snow. I paid $50 to go to Flushing, New York, to this lab. I met the man, and he said just what you said. He said he didn't do too much work for this dentist. He said, but since you came all the way out here, I will help you. So he said, you need to go back and do another impression with the thing.
Right, but see, the impression is the impression, and he sends the impression in, and then they make it based on the impression. Right. Did something change in her bottom teeth?
No.
Were any of the root canals in her bottom teeth?
No, it was just upper.
Okay. All right, well, she said, you ended up having to go to a new dentist, right?
Yes, I just started with him this year. As a matter of fact, I'm still in with him.
Okay.
Yes,
and did you
ma'am.
ever get those root canals?
Yeah, let me tell you about the root canal.
Oh, do.
So I said, you know, I'm afraid of these needles, and he was really good. Now, I got these root canals. He did one, then I think, because you had to pay. If you didn't pay, you don't get. So I went, so he did the root canal. We went through that. He says, oh, you did good. I said, thank you. I did my other root canal. Okay, so now this I know how it happened because the lab man told me, and he used the old crown. I don't know what you're talking about. And the crown that came out of my mouth. Here's one of them.
Were your root canals? You have a crown in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. The root canals that you did were on your uppers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And the crown ends up, the root canals happen when? What month and year?
The root canal was done in 2014.
And when those root canals happen, she already has the dentures.
Yes.
And then, of course, the dentures are going to fit differently when crowns are in there.
Yeah, but we didn't make the crown. Then she came once as emergency.
Oh, did you ever make a crown?
No.
You never made crowns for her?
No, we didn't.
Part of what she's suing you for is a dental crown because she says that one of the crowns you made for her fell out.
No, I didn't make any crown.
Both of them fell out, doctor, because not
judge.
Sorry.
You never made any crowns for her? Can I see your bills? Was insurance paying or was she a self-pay?
She was paying, but she didn't even pay for the second root canal. She didn't fully pay for that.
Judge.
At some point, you folks break up, like a couple.
Judge, can I say something?
Tell me about the breakup, doctor.
Okay, she came to me with her daughter, and she told me that.
Is this a daughter?
That's my daughter. Who's
Okay, come on up.
Heard me complaining.
She's really
all
sweet
the
lady.
time. And he's nasty.
They came together, and she said that I'm going through this. I'm not happy with my denture, and I said I understand that you're not happy with your denture. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a refund for whatever you paid for your dentures. You find another dentist. Because I'm working with this lab, I don't have another lab, and you're the only patient that has problem with the dentures. The other patients never had problem with the denture, okay? So get your money, go.
Did you refund money?
Yes.
How much money did you refund?
$1,200.
You refunded $1,200?
Yes.
And how much I paid him?
Is that accurate?
Yeah, I gave him $1,800.
No, I understand.
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you get back $1,200?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever sign? What's that? A release?
Yeah, she released and a copy of the check.
And I paid him $1,800 because I still had one tooth left.
Was the daughter present?
One root canal, yes.
Was the daughter present during the release?
No. She was by herself.
Yes, she was there.
You were?
You came, I don't know, I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about when we talk about a release?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the People's Court, RV11 here. So she signs a release, takes the $1,200. Is she out of luck?
Yes. She shouldn't have signed it.
But she's saying it's not fair. She's saying it's not fair.
She should have talked about it for a minute before she signed it.
Okay, but ultimately she says should be getting $1,800 back, not $1,200. It's just not fair, Judge.
What do you say, Linus?
Okay, can I just tell you? We're going to stop for a second. This is my dog. Your dog is like an 8-pound heavier version. This is exactly my dog. I mean, I'm like freaked out right now. Is this a rescue?
Yes, he is.
Mine's a rescue too. What's her name?
This is Linus.
Linus? Oh, Linus, you're so sweet. Mine's Carter. Going inside the courtroom.
What do you think a release is?
That you released from the doctor's office.
I release you from this anteroom. No, that's not what a release is. What a release is this, which is what you signed, Ms. Thornton, which says, I understand and I agree that I am relying wholly on my own judgment, belief into the nature and extent of any injuries I may have. I release and acquit and forever discharge Dr. Ben-Levy and Total Dentistry Care and all other involved persons or entities and their successors, assigns, or administrators, and any and all liabilities arising from any known or unknown personal injury or damage resulting from treatment rendered for the last year. I understand this is a settlement and is a compromise of a dispute, and that payment. In other words, you got $1,200 in order to. Why are you here?
No, I'm here because
No, you don't get to be here. See, here's the thing. The law encourages humanity to settle their differences outside of court. So that we're not inundated with every single dispute that is out there. So people work it out in what's called a settlement. It's a new contract between the two parties. You give up something, he gives up something. So what you are giving up is, I won't sue you. Fine, you just give me $1,200 and we'll call it a day. The guy gives you the $1,200 and then you run to court and sue him anyway.
No, it's not about
That is exactly what you did.
What he said to me, he said, I'm going to give you your money back.
Okay,
because
ma'am,
I'm sick
is this
and
your
tired of
signature?
you." Yes, it is.
Oh, you want to see it?
I know it is my signature.
You're both going, what are you doing? You're inching away little by little, separating yourself from the situation? No, ma'am,
And
you're
you
front
know
and
what,
center. You were there that day when she
Jimmy?
signed the release. Did you guys read this?
I'm not
I
moving.
read it.
Did you read it?
I read it, but
and you're a smart
he
woman,
said
right? Because you
he's
strike me as a smart
very
woman.
intelligent.
And when this says here that you're not going to sue him, why do you run to court and sue him
Because
anyway
I
after you
didn't
get the
say-
total?
I
Gotcha.
didn't say. But
Right.
no, he told me when the other tooth if it falls out, to come back to him with the $600, the other root canal.
Anybody who writes this is not expecting to see you ever
you
again.
know what? Even if I don't win this case, and it's that. But he sat there and he lied. But I should have been smart enough. It's not about the money. I'm 76, and if I don't have $1 now, I will never get one. So it's not about that.
You got
but I just don't
$1,200.
He did. No, that's what I gave him. He threw it at me to go to another
No, there's no
dentist.
throwing. There is
He
a
threw it
very
at me.
lengthy release. This is not nobody's shoving anything in anybody's face. This is a release, and my hands are tied. There's absolutely nothing I can do when you sign a release to get those $1,200 back.
Your Honor, I
this-
gave her denture. I said that I want you to find another dentist. You know, if you go to a store, you don't like the shoes, you just return it and you go and buy another shoes. I didn't even get her dentures back because I could send it back to lab and get some money.
When
But
you say you gave him $1,800, that covers the 2 root canals too, and you didn't even finish paying for the root canals. We're done, folks.
Finished.
We're done.
Thank you,
We're
Judge.
done. We're done.
But he know
Good.
what he did wrong.
Okay.
So thank
Good
you
luck
very
to
much.
everybody.
It's a pleasure coming here, and I still look good, and I will
You
finish.
look hot. There is no other word for how you look. You
I
look
have a
hot.
very good young dentist now that's working very good. Thank you, Judge.
Take care.
So the defendant prevails. Ms. Thornton, if you'll step over here. You know, you cooked your own goose. You can't prevail in a suit when you sign a release like that.
I
You
understand
understand?
that. But at the time, like when I went to the small claim court, I wasn't thinking about what I released. And I have money to get my teeth done by a real dentist.
Okay, good. That way.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right. Now here comes Dr. Ben-Levy. Look, I don't know how you ended up in court. You know, this is kind of strange.
I was surprised myself when I saw the...
I'm sure you called the attorney and said, hey, you know, can she win?
Yeah, I tried my best to resolve the issue because I know
Sounds
she went
like
through a lot and I want her to find a better dentist than me, so...
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right. Harvey, what do you think about this case?
So here's a tip. If you have a problem with a dentist, dentists are licensed in every state. Call the licensing board. Sometimes they can help you put pressure on a dentist who isn't doing the right thing.